Well, like they always say, all good things must come to an end. I'm here. I did a previous video regarding tightening this bushing down here, and it worked for a while. It really helped my vac, last quite some time without needing to be addressed. But here we are. I've been getting this the past couple days where the bushing has come loose, and I think we need to do a slightly larger teardown of the bot to tighten up the nut. So I know some of you were asking about what do we do when it doesn't work, and well, it worked for me for quite some time, and now we're on to something a little more drastic. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tear down this bot a little bit to get in behind here and tighten down the nut that's behind it. So what we need to first start off doing is removing all of these screws for the top cover. So I'm going to go ahead and get those removed, and I'll be back. Okay, once we get all of the screws removed, here's the bulk of the screws. We need to get in behind this tab here and pry it in order to release the whole top cover. Just go ahead and pry that. That's going to open up this cover. Okay. So in here, since we're opening things up, make sure to clean out certain aspects or certain things, like the battery compartments and the wheel, the motor compartments for the wheel. Alright, the next thing that you want to do is you're going to want to remove the dustbin here and go in here and loosen up and remove this rubber grommet. This will let you or allow you to remove the roller brush compartment area. So go ahead and just peel all of those off. Take care not to rip any of the neoprene. Next thing, there's going to be two small screws right in this area holding this little pin down. Or this little block down. So go ahead and remove that retainer pin, and from here there's going to be a tab here and a tab here on this other side. You can pinch this back slightly and lift it up from one end in order to pull out this tray. So that will give you access to back behind the tray, and there's going to be a screw here and a screw here, so we're going to want to get in behind that. And as you can see, my bushing fell out as I was going to remove this, so yeah, it was definitely time. Alright, this next step is going to be a little bit difficult. There's going to be some screws here and here, and then one more on this side here. You want to go ahead and remove it. There's not going to be much room because of the motor cord. So just take care not to pull too hard, but give yourself a little bit of room to pull it out and remove any screws there. Once removed, this housing should break away and separate, and it should expose the bit that we need to get access to. So as you can see here, you see that screw in the back on the other side of that bearing. That's what we need to get access to. So we're going to have to attempt to remove the cap here to gain access to behind the bearing. There's a final screw that wasn't accessible here with the tray in place, so that should be the final screw in order to remove this cover. Okay, once removed, you can go ahead and pull back this cover a little bit, and that should open up and get you access to the bearing in the cogwheel. I found a little bit of debris back behind the gear. And if you're clumsy like me, you might have dropped the screw in. I like to take a nice little magnet and go ahead and pull that screw back out. This is going to be the screw that holds that bushing in behind that gear. So that screw goes right in here. Okay, as you go to reinstall this screw, I definitely recommend throwing in a little thread lock. When we tighten it down, everything will spin together as one. So getting a little bit of thread lock in here will be important to keeping it from coming loose again. Okay, when we go to reinsert the bushing, take care to line up this axle a bit here inside the gear, because that's what the drive wheel is. So as you can see, it's shaped the same, so just line everything up and go ahead and slide it back in. Okay, once back in, go ahead and tighten it down really good. Recommend trying to hold on to this belt or the gear to get it nice and snugged up. Tighten it up really good. Okay, once you have that tightened up, go ahead and reassemble the gear cover and get everything kind of buttoned back up with those 4 or 5 screws that you just removed. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and reinstall these screws here. Alright, so here's where the difficult part comes in. We got to go ahead and lift the vac back up on its side, and we're going to have to reinstall this cover, this dust sweeper tray. And if you recall, we had to remove those 3 screws. We're going to go ahead and reinstall this one because it's not going to be in an area that we can reach once we install this bit. So go ahead and reinstall this screw. Okay, once reinstalled, we're going to try to flip this up and install this guy, starting with this back screw here. Alright, the hard one's done, so then we're going to go ahead and install this screw. And finally, we're going to install this screw here. Once installed, we're going to go ahead and set the robot back down on its side here. We're on the top, and we're going to reinstall this rubber grommet and this bar here. To reinstall the grommet, you want to probably turn it up on its side again and feed it through. So once it's fed through all the way, you're going to go ahead and start pushing this rubber down to seat the little pins that are inside of here. You see those pins? So go ahead and just press down till it clicks back into place. Okay, once reinstalled, you want to go ahead and reinstall this little rubber guy. or this little retainer pin here. Take really good care not to rip or pull too hard on this rubber. It can tear pretty easily. In the process, I actually tore mine. So I'll have to reach out to Eufy, see if I can get a replacement of that part. But if not, I'll probably clean it up and throw some tape or something on it to seal things up pretty good. So go ahead and reinstall this retainer. Okay, once those screws are installed, you're able to reinstall this top cover here. So go ahead and just return all of those screws back to where they were. And once that's reinstalled, you can go ahead and insert your bristle bar here, and you should be back in business. And we're all done. Have a good one.